Hi, this is Denise Matthew. I hope you're doing well. Today we're here to talk about the new moon happening on June 28th at 7 degrees Cancer. And just to let you know, we'll be talking about themes that you probably won't hear other places because, as far as I know, I'm one of the only people that do the human design transits. So we look at information that you normally won't find with just looking at the astrology. By combining astrology and human design, we get all the details that are really specific to what might be showing up in your life as well as the globe in general. So if we're looking at this new moon, the one thing that we can say is that there is this theme of secret or not readily available information that we may have access to that we normally wouldn't. And the planet that might be giving us access to this information is Neptune. Now, normally Neptune is all about veiling information, not giving us all the details. But every once in a while, we get a bit of a glimpse behind the scenes to see exactly what's happening. And this time, Neptune might have some big secrets to share. For this new moon, as well as a few days before and after the new moon happens, we have Neptune in the gate 36, line 4, which is called the line of espionage. This energy seems to herald in big changes, big shifts, and it tells us that we have an ability to gain information, important information for our lives that can help us in the future. And this can be on a global perspective, or it can also just be in a personal perspective, in that you may discover something that's really important for your life. Something that if you know, you're going to be well prepared when the future comes. That is what this energy has the potential to show us. So it's really important to keep that in mind. And if we add in where the sun and moon are in the gate 52, line 4, this says that you have an ability to place your focus where you're going to get the most rewards. In other words, if you are able to sit in some level of stillness, to look at all the details of your life and all the moving parts that a lot of us have in our lives, you now have the ability to fully focus on what actually matters for you to get ahead in the future. This is showing you the path that you should take where you will get the most rewards based on the energy you put into something. Because a lot of times we are spread out, we're putting our energy in a lot of different places. This says, I'm going to show you where to put your energy. And if you do, not only will you get more results with what you're putting into your life, but you might also have the added bonus of having information that is very specific to what you need to move forward in your life. That little bit of an edge that we always like to get, but a lot of times it seems like everybody else gets it, but maybe you don't get the information. This is a concept that this is your time to actually be able to discover something. But the key is that you have to be fully focused and aware and open to what you see around you. Because a lot of times there's this tendency to be so focused on the things that potentially don't matter in your life. What's happening here? What's going on there? This is where we're bringing all that energy in, and it's saying, okay, this is where you need to place your focus. And if you do, rewards may be yours. And the earth is just backing up that energy because both of these energies, and in fact, a lot of the energy of this new moon is related to logical collective energy. And this is about seeing patterns in the world, seeing patterns in your future. In other words, seeing that I've done this before and this has happened. And so now you're seeing those particular types of patterns repeating, and also even patterns that maybe you've never seen before. And now you have an inside track to getting ahead in your future. You can imagine if you have a rope, and instead of having a full rope, you have a lot of different threads that are sort of going everywhere. This is saying, let's bring all those threads together and let's have something really substantial, as opposed to having a lot of threads going in all different places and nothing really is sticking or has a lot of ability to have the strength that you need to move forward. This moon also talks about having talent within you, but maybe not necessarily seeing your inherent talent. And yet this is also a time where others might see the talent in you and want to help you develop that thing that you have inside of you that can grow and become something fully formed. So a very dynamic new moon. So let's get into the details. The one thing that is very noticeable within this full moon is that we have a lot of fourth line energy. As soon as we're talking about fourth line energy, we're talking about getting information from the social groups that you hang out with. This is also where you will have the most influence on the people that you know best. Now, if we were talking about a lot of fifth line energy, we would be talking about you having the ability to have influence over people who are strangers. But in this case, being with the people who you know, the social groups, the people that you see each day, those are the particular groups that will give you the most information. And as I said, with Neptune, this is maybe exactly where you find the information, that secret information that can help you go forward in your life. So connecting with the social groups that you usually hang with, or even just going to work and being more aware of what people are saying, even if they're not your group, just kind of being in the vicinity and listening to what exactly is being said might give you some kind of information that might be definitely worth your while. As I mentioned before, the Gate 52 line 4 is giving us the self-discipline to sit with all the details of our life, to bring them together, to decide where we want to put our focus, what's important, where are the arrows pointing for your life forward, what's the correct direction for you to take in your life. And in this time for this new moon, this is an ability to connect all the dots and to figure out exactly the path that you want to take as you move forward into your life. So it gives you this ability to sit in stillness, even to meditate or to contemplate, where a lot of times that's difficult to do because the mind is very busy. This is a time where you potentially can sit down and really connect to what you want in your life and how you're going to make it happen. And the Gate 58 line 4 gives us the focus as well as a discipline that the Gate 52 line 4 gives us. So we are focusing our energy on directing it to where we need to put it. So not only are we sitting with the details, sitting with what exactly we want to do with our lives, what do we have done already, how are we going to put everything together. This is also giving us the energy to start to focus whatever we have into the direction that we need to fully pull everything together so that we're having the most strength. You're having the most strength to go forward in your life because you've decided that this is the direction I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to place all my energy instead of having it scattered. So this gives us that full focus, that vitality. And it is about challenging the patterns of the past or challenging things that don't necessarily work well in your life and deciding, okay, this doesn't work well anymore. Where will I place my energy so that I am getting the maximum benefit for the effort that I put into my life? And Mars is in an interesting energy as well, and it really does tie into all these other themes. Mars, though, has information potentially about cycles shifting and changing that it may not be willing to give up. In other words, the secrets that we may be able to retrieve or get information about, we may get them from a yang or a masculine energy. Those seem to be the keepers of the keys. So in other words, paying even more attention to yang energy or masculine energies may give us the answers or give you the answers that you need about those secrets that are potentially everywhere, because we know that it's a very short window of time. This new moon will go for 2 weeks, usually around there. So that is sort of the opportunity to figure it out, to get the information that you need. And remember, if you're distracted, restless, and frustrated, and not really caring about what people are saying or what people are doing all around you, you might miss out on that opportunity. So it's a big time to be cognizant of your surroundings, what people are saying, what they're doing, and really absorbing whatever you can. So whatever it is that's important for you will show up in your trajectory. Well, that's it for the new moon energy. I hope you have a good new moon, and I will be back again soon. And if you want even more updates, please check out my community posts that I do daily, where I give you even more details of the transits that are happening every day and how they can affect your life. So that's all for now. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.